watching the Visitor Channel 7, Maui's only island-wide visitor channel.
Contrasting with Ka'anapali's modern-day chic is the historical town of Lahaina. You won't find high-rise condos or hotels in Lahaina. What you will find is a small seaside town that has remained stubbornly and refreshingly stuck in the past. From the earliest of times, Lahaina was a playground for Hawaiian royalty. It served as the capital of the kingdom until around the mid-1840s under the rule of King Kamehameha III. For 50 of those years, the years of Lahaina's rowdy whaling era, much of the framework of Maui and Hawaii's modern history was laid. Not unlike the Barbary Coast and many other colorful seaports, Lahaina catered to what the whaling ships and their crews wanted. From food and drink to willing women, Lahaina had what any crusty sailor might need. The whalers and the missionaries were at odds most of the time. Once, mobs of angry sailors threatened the lives of Reverend Richards and his wife by rioting. The sailors even shelled his house with cannonballs, and the Reverend and his wife had to take refuge in the basement. To protect themselves, they built this fort at the Lahaina harbor, and as you can see, part of it still stands today. Many of the ali'i and missionaries, like Reverend Richards, that settled in Lahaina and much of Maui, are buried in the small cemetery located at the Waiоla Church on Waine'i Street. One of the people responsible for preserving the town's history, places like the Baldwin home and Lahaina's heritage, while the rest of us plunge headlong into the 21st century, is Jim Lucky.
You know, the growth of Lahaina has been sort of in a couple of series, a couple of eras since we have known this little seacoast community. The first era of its life was those wild days when the whalers and the missionaries converged on these shores between 1820 and 1860. It was a wild town. It had upwards of 100 ships anchored out here in front, and there'd be 35 or 40 men on every ship, so we'd have 3,500 to 4,000 rowdy seamen in this town back in 1848. Now, 150 years later, we still have 3,500 to 4,000 rowdy people, but they're just not sailors anymore. They're our favorite visitors from the mainland and all over the world.
In 1873, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Lahaina's first missionaries, the town sheriff planted the famous banyan tree, now the largest in the state. Lahaina hasn't changed much at all, not even the stores along Front Street. Most of them were originally grog shops that catered to sailors. Then, as Lahaina settled down in the early part of the century and lost much of its sea trade, these stores were bought out by entrepreneurs who originally came here as plantation workers. They were mostly mom-and-pop shops that catered to the local populace. Then, when tourism began to boom, wealthy mainland entrepreneurs bought them up again, and now many of them are again grog shops. When we come back, we'll take a look at Lahaina today.
Just behind Front Street is a new and exciting gallery for visitors and locals. Pictures Plus stocks an extensive inventory of fine art prints, framed art, and gift items.
We have the largest gallery on Maui. We have about 7,000 square feet of framed art as well as ready-made frames. We're volume-oriented. We buy directly from the artists, and we're the manufacturers. We represent up to 200 artists. You can find anything from traditional to very contemporary at a really affordable price. A customer can save anywhere from 10 to 50% off. Before you buy any art, you should come to Pictures Plus.
Pictures Plus offers over 4,000 different frames and specializes in exotic Hawaiian koa wood to create incredible custom frames. And let them ship your art home for you. Our gift to you, your choice of a beautiful map of the Sandwich Islands or the island of Maui with your purchase of $25. Pictures Plus, behind the Hard Rock Cafe in Lahaina Center. Take advantage of our free validated parking.
Serendipity means an aptitude for making desirable discoveries by chance. Everything in the store is unique and unusual, and every time somebody comes in, they make another discovery. So it's serendipity. Our clothing is really unique. We use fabrics that are good in warm climates. You put one on and you feel almost like you're not wearing it. They breathe and they wash and they wear really well. People are looking for something a little bit different and they'll certainly find it here. Serendipity, Ka'ahumanu Center, Kihei Kalama Village, Kihei, Front Street and Lahaina Cannery in Lahaina.
Oh my, it's going to be Carol's birthday next week.
Who?
Carol, my sister. What am I going to get her?
Why not send Carol an assortment of tropical and protea flowers from Hawaii Tropical Express, along with a personal message? Hawaii Tropical Express has pre-arranged and various assortments of tropical flowers to fit your budget. Our flowers are shipped the same day they are harvested, ensuring the freshest flowers possible. Ask your hotel concierge for a free informative brochure or call 661-1111 and we'll send one to you. To order, call Hawaii Tropical Express at 661-1111 or if you're on the mainland, call toll-free at 888-826-1444.
Thomas Kincaid, the painter of light, is America's foremost living artist. He creates romantic worlds that invite us in. Each painting, whether it's a breathtaking landscape, a Victorian home, a lush garden, or an English cottage, is a place of refuge. Each is a silent and enduring messenger of peace, hope, and joy in the home.
For more information, stop by one of Thomas Kincaid's 2 Front Street galleries.
Stretching from the windy shores of Ma'alaia Bay to the red sands of Pu'uolai are Kihei, Wailea, and Makena. These 3 coastal communities string together to create South Maui. Here you'll discover island-style shopping, spectacular beaches, and world-class resorts. Lying south of Lahaina along Highway 30 is Ma'alaia Harbor. Each morning, dozens of snorkeling and fishing boats rig for excursions to Molokini and other destinations along the south shore. 4 miles of windswept beach connect the harbor to Kihei. The lower road in Kihei is lined with outdoor markets, fruit stands, shopping centers, and restaurants. For visitors, there are plenty of beaches and parks, good for family fun or competitive games of volleyball. Located in Kalama Park is a regulation-size inline skating rink. It's open to the public every Saturday and Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m. After a morning of shopping and activities, head further south to Wailea, one of Maui's most picturesque resort developments. There's a walkway at Ulua Beach that snakes through the hotel grounds, secluded coves, and white sand beaches. It's a perfect vantage point to view the stunning landscapes along Wailea's coastline. A host of luxury hotels were built on Wailea's Alanui Drive. The first of these is the Renaissance Wailea Beach Resort, formerly known as the Stouffer Wailea Resort. Tucked away amidst their beautiful gardens and waterfalls is a great spot to stop and eat lunch, the Maui Onion. Just past the Renaissance Resort is the first luxury hotel to be built on South Maui. Known for years as the Aston Wailea, this jewel is now called the Outrigger Wailea Resort. And continuing down Wailea's Alanui Drive, we come to the Grand Wailea, the Four Seasons, and the Kealani Hotels. Designed beautifully over 40 acres of beachfront property, the Grand Wailea Hotel and Spa features $30 million in artwork, a 2,000-foot action pool, and a peaceful Hawaiian chapel. The 380-room Four Seasons is an elegant and tranquil enclave of courtyards, terraces, lush gardens, waterfalls, reflecting pools, and fountains reminiscent of yesteryear. The openness of the hotel was designed to capture the island's fragrant breezes and at the same time offer romantic views of the Pacific. Perched above a gorgeous half-moon beach is the Kealani Hotel Suites and Villas. Its classic Mediterranean lines contrast beautifully against Wailea's ever-blue skies. Guests stay in the luxurious one-bedroom suites and 2- and 3-bedroom villas right on the ocean, with private swimming pools. Sitting on the leeward slopes of Haleakala, with a spectacular view of the Pacific, is the Diamond Resort. With only 72 suites spread among 15 acres, Diamond Resort offers a peaceful, private environment where guests can truly relax. Whether you're looking for haute cuisine or local fare, both Kihei and Wailea are home to a wide variety of restaurants. Many are known for offering both great food and outstanding ocean views. The next area of South Maui is Makena, where development gives way to the natural beauty of the land. The only major resort in Makena is the Maui Prince Resort, sometimes referred to as the last resort, because it's the last hotel located in South Maui. It sits on a beautiful beach and boasts its own 36-hole golf course and a number of tennis courts. A little further down the road, you'll come to Keone-o-Io Bay, also known as La Perouse Bay. This is where the latest volcanic activity on Maui took place about 2 centuries ago. From here on out, passage is pretty much only by foot. The Pi'ilani, or King's Highway. This trail was once reserved for high chiefs and royalty, and is said to have once encircled the entire island. Here you'll find the ruins of ancient Hawaiian villages. You may even find a modern Hawaiian fisherman out here casting his net in the ancient way. On a good day, one expert cast can often net as many as 60 edible fish. You can see the care with which the trail was originally built, with large lava boulders bordering the smaller rocks that make up the path. Some of the lava formations will actually tower over your head if you care to leave the path and explore. But be sure to have proper footwear, tennis shoes at least. The sharp shards of lava rock will cut bare feet and rubber slippers to shreds. We'll be back with more of Maui, Island of the Sun, after these messages.
I remember when the first road was paved in Kihei.
And I also remember when Azeka Place Shopping Center first opened.
Today, the Azeka's dream has grown to embrace over 60 unforgettable stores, restaurants, and services. This familiar landmark serves the needs of all South Maui residents and its many visitors. Azeka Place Shopping Center, fun, food, and fashion.
Azeka Place.
Experts say it's important to eat a good breakfast. I say it's important to eat a delicious breakfast, even if it isn't until lunch or dinner time.
Well, how about IHOP Scrambles? Our ranch scramble is stuffed with ham, tomato, and onion, then smothered with cheese, and served with hash browns and buttermilk pancakes.
And you can eat it morning, noon, or night. Whether you're an expert or just a real hungry amateur, anytime's a good time for breakfast at IHOP.
Visit South Maui's most unique shopping and dining destination, Kihei Kalama Village. Our open-air marketplace and exciting shops offer one-of-a-kind collectibles, clothing, island-made treasures, handcrafted jewelry, and more. You're sure to find that special keepsake to take home. Kihei Kalama Village. Look for the Big Blue Pavilion, located at 1941 South Kihei Road.
You're watching the Visitor Channel 7. Coming up, a glimpse of Maui's prized jewels, majestic Haleakala, heavenly Hana, and peaceful upcountry, right here on Maui's only island-wide Visitor Channel.
It looks like the moon or Mars. Streaks of red, orange, and green paint a portrait of a rich geological past and offer solace for the soul. Sunrise at Haleakala lifts the spirit. From its fiery birth about 2 million years ago, this vast landscape has evolved into a geological fantasy land. Haleakala National Park is an incredible place where visitors can encounter the splendor of nature and discover the local history that surrounds it.
Quite often when we think of volcanoes, we think of volcanoes like Mount St. Helens and Mount Fuji that erupt very violently. And those type of volcanoes make up about 95% of the world's volcanoes. Here in Hawaii, we make up about 5% of the other type of volcanoes called shield volcanoes, which are formed by hotspots within the mantle.
These hotspots that burst through the Earth's crust created Maui and all the other Hawaiian islands.
Here at Haleakala, what's referred to as Haleakala Crater is actually not formed by a volcanic eruption, rather it's formed by erosional processes. And those processes would include rain, wind, streams, ice. And this erosional valley was filled by later eruptions. And you can see those eruptions down there by the cinder cones that you see. And at the top of each of those cinder cones is a true volcanic crater formed by an eruption.
And while modern science reveals the geological history, Hawaiian legend tells a different story of Haleakala.
One of the stories that we have of Pele in her travels through the Hawaiian chain is here at Haleakala. At this elevation, it's a little chilly. Yeah? Pele also found it a little chilly. And so she would take her fire stick and create little fires all around the floor. That's what the Hawaiians believe these cinder cones are, little fireplaces.
A few reminders when traveling to Haleakala. First, driving time is about 2 to 3 hours to the summit. There is no gas or food available in the park. Weather and viewing conditions are constantly changing. Be prepared for cold, wet, windy weather. Dress in layered clothing that stays warm when it gets wet. Call this number for the National Weather Service. Also, high altitude can cause health complications, so those with respiratory or heart conditions should consult a physician. If you plan to hike into Haleakala, Ranger John Lorettig has some valuable advice to keep in mind.
The weather can change in just 5 or 10 minutes, so be prepared with rain gear, sunscreen, hat, and drink plenty of water and bring something to eat also, and enjoy all the trails we have.
The Park Headquarters Visitor Center is located just inside the park on the right-hand side. It's open from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Maps, brochures, and books are available, as well as information on park programs and hikes.
The closest cinder cone and crater that you can see here in Haleakala up close is by taking a 5-mile round-trip hike down to Kalu'u'oka'o. And it's about a 3-hour round-trip hike. And that will give you up close right on top of the cinder cone and looking right down into a small crater. Haleakala National Park is an amazing place to see the powerful forces of nature and what has been created up here.
This place is closer to the heavens, so that in itself pulls you spiritually to come. This is where you can visually see creation, so you can look out and feel the beginning.
Sunset at Haleakala can enlighten the spirit, offering a glimpse into its history, as well as an understanding of those who have been here before.
After your trip to Haleakala, a must-do is a visit to the Kula Lodge, a well-known upcountry landmark. Stroll through the splendid 2-acre garden brimming with exotic flowers. Purchase flowers and souvenirs at this charming gift shop. Whether you stay in a romantic chalet or stop by for a visit, exceptional dining is available at the outdoor and indoor restaurants. With upcountry being wine country, both restaurants are the perfect setting for a great bottle of wine and a fine meal. Afternoon dining at the Garden Terrace is what dreams are made of. And the Kula Lodge restaurant offers intimate fireside dining. It's all here at the Kula Lodge. Call 878-1535 for reservations or for more information.
Under the sea lies a side of Hawaii few have ever seen. The new Maui Ocean Center presents a unique window into nature, from Maui's rocky shoreline into the tropical reef, deep past Hawaii's humpbacks, and face-to-face with a shark. Take an exciting underwater journey at Maui Ocean Center, a natural wonder like no other place on Earth. Open 9 to 5 daily at Ma'alaya Harbor Village.
The second annual In Celebration of Canoes Festival is back the week of May 21st through the 30th. This year, you'll see a gathering of master canoe carvers from all Polynesia at Banyan Tree Park. Watch traditional skills and crafts being created all week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Friday, the Front Street Festival Canoes Parade takes place at 6 p.m., followed by live music with Hawaii's top bands, cultural displays set amid the setting sun, Lahaina's voyaging canoe, outrigger canoes, Polynesian warriors, dancers, and more. Memorial Weekend concludes with exciting canoe races, the Ben Abiara Memorial Regatta and Eye-Catcher's Ho'omana'o Challenge. For more information, call Lahaina Visitor Center at 667-9194. You are watching the Visitor Channel 7, Maui's only island-wide visitor channel.
Head to the upper regions of Haleakala Crater, and you'll discover an area that's turned into one of Maui's most interesting personalities. It's upcountry. You'll find rows of hardy produce next to fields of fragile flowers, contemporary boutiques with rustic storefronts. These colorful contrasts are tempered by landscapes so peaceful and serene that some people have called upcountry the place where earth meets heaven. Indeed, there is something heavenly about these gentle rolling hills and panoramic ocean views, vast ranches washed in vivid emerald, and botanical gardens that resemble an artist's palette. Sitting on the 3,000-foot level of Haleakala, upcountry spans from the redwood heights of Ulupalakua to the lower boundaries of Pukalani, so there's plenty of area to explore. If you're coming back from Hana or from the top of Haleakala, the first place you want to check out is the Ulupalakua Ranch. You won't miss the ranch because you'll be greeted by these cowboys in front of the general store. The highlight of this ranch is the Tedeschi Winery, the only winery on the island. The ranch grows about 20 acres of carnelian grapes, and from these grapes produces 4 different types of wine. They even make a special wine from pineapple. You can take a tour of the winery and stop by the wine tasting room. Aside from the winery, Ulupalakua Ranch is made up of 18,000 acres of rangeland, owned and operated by real live cowboys, Pardee Erdman and his son Sumner. The ranch raises 5,000 head of cattle, and in 1988 the ranch imported about 40 elk for breeding purposes. Today, the herd's already over 200. Heading down from Ulupalakua, you'll pass through Kula. In these parts, temperatures average about 10 to 15 degrees lower than the rest of the island. So upcountry, and Kula in particular, is the perfect place to grow those sweet Maui onions. And flowers of every shape, size, and color. To see them in their natural setting, drive along the Lower Kula Road, Highway 37, and stop by a botanical garden. Planning a trip upcountry ahead of time? Well, make an appointment for the kids at the Keiki Zoo Maui on Haleakala Highway. It's a great place for the whole family. Louie and Charlotte, Baby and Dude, King and Duke, and many other animals look forward to your visit. Those who like to hike and camp should head out to Poli Poli State Park. It's a little difficult to find, but well worth the trip. Call the number on your screen for detailed directions and cabin reservations. Once you arrive, you may question whether or not you're still on Maui when you see the hardy redwoods towering overhead. It's just another example of upcountry's diverse personality. Also worth seeing is the Huinoiao. Located on Baldwin Avenue, it's formerly the estate of the pioneering Baldwin family. The Huinoiao serves as a visual arts center, offering exhibitions and art classes to visitors and the general public. Another highlight of Upcountry is Makawao, the little town with a big reputation. Makawao is cowboy country, with hitching posts, saddleries, and its very own watering hole. Take a walk downtown and you'll see all sorts of people celebrating themselves. Old-timers and new-agers, country sophisticates and aging hippies, gritty cowboys and eccentric artists. It's this individualistic attitude that makes Makawao the fitting place to honor Independence Day. Come the 4th of July and thousands of people don cowboy hats and boots to join the real Panealos, or Hawaiian cowboys, for an old-fashioned rodeo, kicked off with a morning parade. And in the afternoon, it's showtime at the rodeo arena with bronco bucking, bull riding, calf roping, and horse prancing. Yep, Makawao is still wild on the 4th. So plan to take a drive around Upcountry. You'll discover a colorful personality with an enchanting mixture of all-American independence and island-style charm. There's more of Maui Island of the Sun after these messages.
Discover the beauty and charm of Ulapalakua with a visit to Tedeschi Winery. Visit our tasting room and sample a collection of wines like Maui Brut Champagne, Hawaiian Sparkling Wine, Maui Splash, Maui Blush, a light pink table wine, and Plantation Red. Another highlight is the famous Maui Blanc. Step into the history room where stories and pictures tell the tale of the ranch's colorful past. Tedeschi Winery in Ulapalakua, open daily from 9 to 5 p.m. with tours from 9:30 to 2:30.
Meet Upcountry Maui artist Curtis Wilson Cost, one of Hawaii's brightest stars in fine art. For over 20 years, he has lived and painted on the picturesque slopes of Haleakala. His realistic paintings of rural Maui have gained him a worldwide reputation. Son of internationally known artist James Peter Cost, Curtis's gift for painting is an artistic inheritance. Although his landscapes seem to be of simple settings, his imagery and symbolism, his handling of light and color and composition evoke emotional memories of a simpler life. You can see in his work, Curtis is at peace with himself.
There's a million statements that you can say in a painting and hang on a wall. And I think my value system from as early as I can remember was if there was something that was really important to say, it was peace. And it's a continual theme that runs through my paintings. I'm always in search of it. I'm always after. I'm waiting for it to hit me. And it's ubiquitous up here. Upcountry is a peaceful place.
Light spilling out of a window shows Curtis's breadth and depth in the use of light and color, like this work, Gathering Darkness. Upcountry Maui is another painting that reflects the rural peace. Jacaranda Season is a painting that captures the glorious colors of upcountry spring. Summer Fog exemplifies why Curtis lives and paints upcountry. The Curtis Wilson Cost Gallery is conveniently located in the Kula Lodge and Restaurant on the scenic road to Haleakala Crater. Either by word of mouth or by delightful discovery, the works of this unobtrusive artist have found their way into major art collections and private homes alike. His high-quality reproductions grace the walls of homes and businesses throughout the Pacific Rim. It's been said you haven't seen Hawaii until you have seen the classical paintings of Curtis Wilson Cost. Call 878-6085 for more information.
You are watching the Visitor Channel 7, Maui's only island-wide visitor channel. You're probably planning on spending a great deal of your vacation time searching for that perfect gift to take home. Well, you're in luck. We've done the searching for you. We've combed the aisles of several shops on Maui and come up with a treasure trove of items. Let me present them to you in this segment, Great Gift Ideas. One of the island's most popular gifts is coffee, and now at Maui Coffee Roasters, you can take home some delicious, authentic Hawaiian coffee at coffee outlet prices. Take some home or have it shipped. Call 877-2877 to place your order, or stop by Maui Coffee Roasters in the Dairy Center. Everyone loves to go home with a beautiful Hawaiian tan. Amazing Maui Bay Browning Lotion will give you a gorgeous, dark, long-lasting tan with just a short time in the sun. You'll truly be amazed by this natural, local tanning secret. You'll find it in stores island-wide. Take several home to your envious friends. Brighten any sunny window with an Aloha Shell sun catcher. Each is handmade, one at a time from seashells. Choose from vivid tropical flowers to graceful Wyland dolphins. Visit Aloha Shell's mall cart in the Lahaina Cannery Mall. Hey honeymooners, are you just Maui'd? At Everything Made in Hawaii, we have just what you're looking for. Photo albums and picture frames made of tapa and sand at Maui's best prices. Have them personalized. Add your name and date of marriage free of charge. Located in Lahaina, directly behind the Hard Rock Cafe. Just hang loose with Maui Monkey, Hawaii's good luck shaka monkey. Playful, collectible, one-of-a-kind plush monkeys for the young and young at heart. So many choices and so much fun. We also feature Ramona Roll's Tropical Isle Collection Resort Wear. Adopt your very own Maui Monkey from our Lahaina Center store or visit our website. We've taken all the work out of shopping by showing you these great gift ideas. Now all you have to do is stop by the store or call them direct to have the items shipped. Don't forget to buy something for yourself.
Did you know it's possible to go around Maui this way? From West Maui to Old Wailuku Town? It's a beautiful drive that offers breathtaking ocean landscapes. You'll find people spending a relaxing day biking, picnicking, hiking, and fishing along this rustic area of rolling hills and rugged coastline. Near the halfway point, you'll come to the quiet little fishing village of Kahakamoa. It's here the road gets very narrow and in some spots turns into just one lane. So while driving around the curves, take it slow just in case of falling rocks on the road. The road winds through more beautiful seascapes and then comes to Wailuku, the town where Maui grew up. In the late 1800s, life in Wailuku revolved around the bustling sugar industry. At the turn of the century, Wailuku was designated as the county seat. Although the heyday of sugar production has come and gone, Wailuku continues to serve as the center of government activities. But that's about as far as it gets towards being a city. You see, Wailuku Town is down home, unmistakably local, and more than a little funky. It's one of those off-the-beaten-path kind of places that's fun to explore. Spend some time strolling down Main Street, where you'll find antique and collectible shops, a few galleries, and some jewelry stores. And don't pass up the chance to try the local cuisine at some of the island's well-established eateries. Another Main Street attraction is the historic Iao Theater, built in 1927. It's the last remaining historical theater on Maui. It's run by the Maui Community Theater, which produces a full season of quality productions every year. As you drive towards Iao Valley, look for the Bailey House Museum, which was once an old missionary home. Sitting on a Royal Hawaiian site, the Bailey House is filled with Hawaiian artifacts, missionary memorabilia, and historic gardens. It's open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is Iao Valley Road. We're now traveling into the oldest part of Maui, the West Maui Mountains, carved over 1 million years ago. This is also one of the most sacred and historically significant areas on the island. It was here that King Kamehameha first battled with Maui's warriors for control of the island. King Kamehameha was never one to take chances, so with the help of 2 European cannons, he slaughtered Maui's ill-equipped warriors. According to legend, the waters of Iao Stream were dammed with the bodies of the dead, and the water itself ran red with their blood, bringing the news of their loss in a grisly manner to the bereaved relatives in Wailuku. Kepanivai means the damming of the waters, and Kepanivai Park on the road to the valley, though named for such a barbaric act, now stands as a monument to the harmony of Hawaii's many cultures. Just down the road is another interesting sight. Get your hands on Maui at the Hawaii Nature Center in Iao Valley. Take to the air on the wings of a dragonfly. Unlock the secrets of a Hawaiian rainforest. Explore more than 30 hands-on exhibits and and discover the science behind the beauty of Iao Valley. Meet Maui's fascinating stream life. Investigate birds, bugs, and botanical wonders. And try your luck in the Dispersal Arcade. The Hawaii Nature Center is located at the gateway to Iao Valley. The Hawaii Nature Center also leads guided wilderness walks into a Hawaiian rainforest. Follow the age-old footpaths and see the forest birds and exotic plant life. Discover a valley revered by kings and queens. With the purchase of a walk, admission to the center's Science Arcade and a t-shirt are free. Walks are offered Monday through Fridays. Reservations are required. The Hawaii Nature Center open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Iao State Park is our final destination at the end of the road. The beautiful and imposing Iao Needle serves as the majestic centerpiece. Iao is a multifaceted Hawaiian word that's difficult to translate, but the dawning of enlightenment comes close. There's an eerie sense here. The ghosts of Maui's long-buried warriors and ali'i still guard the secrets of the valley. From here, there are many trails to explore. One of them leads to the top of the ridge and overlooks the ancient caldera that forms the valley below. Another trail leads down Iao Stream to some beautiful and secluded swimming spots. Continuing down from Iao Valley, pass on through the town of Wailuku by way of Main Street. This leads to the industrial hub of Maui, Kahului, home to an international airport, many restaurants, and several shopping centers. Stay tuned. In our next segment, we'll take you on the famous Road to Hana.
Perfect experience awaits at a destination shopping place. The excitement here just never ends. It's where your island adventure begins. Ka'ahumanu Center. This is where now we shop.
With over 100 stores, restaurants, theaters, and services, Ka'ahumanu Center is Maui's largest shopping and entertainment destination. Experience the culture of Hawaii, enjoy exciting activities, and explore Maui's greatest shopping variety. Come for an hour and you'll spend the day. Ka'ahumanu Center is centrally located in Kahului, near Iao Needle and the airport.
Ka'ahumanu is the shopping place. It will take your breath away. Ka'ahumanu Center. This is where now we shop.
Serendipity means an aptitude for making desirable discoveries by chance. Every time somebody comes in, they make another discovery. So it's serendipity. We have lots of different pieces in the store, and they're all one-off pieces. A roll top desk made in teak, or a really beautiful antique armoire, or we might have a really unusual bench. We make sure that everything in our stores meets our higher standards. People are looking for something a little bit different, and they'll certainly find it here.
Serendipity, Ka'ahumanu Center, Kihei Kalama Village, Kihei, Front Street, and Lahaina Cannery in Lahaina.
The dream of owning a home in Hawaii can happen at Iao Parkside. Iao Parkside is a community of brand new 2- and 3-bedroom condominium townhomes. Close to shopping, parks, and of course beaches, Iao Parkside offers a full appliance package including refrigerator, range and washer dryer, air conditioning, low maintenance fees, and even ocean views. Prices at Iao Parkside start from only $103,500. So call Iao Parkside at 244-1913. Your dream starts today.
Marco's, Marco's, come down to Marco's, come down to Marco's today. Pasta, scampi, tiramisu, made in the old-fashioned way. Marco's, Marco's, come down to Marco's, come down to Marco's tonight. Bring everybody, come down and party, come and mangiare at Marco's.
You are watching the Visitor Channel 7, Maui's only island-wide visitor channel.
Probably one of the main events of exploring Maui is taking a drive to Hana. It's an all-day affair, so start early. The best plan is to tie it in with your trip to Haleakala and then just continue on to Hana. The Hana Highway is an incredible 52-mile journey, often called the Highway to Heaven, with more than 30 one-lane bridges, 600 curves, sculptured cliffs, crashing surf, caves, jungle, taro, and myriads of magnificent waterfalls. One thing to keep in mind before you begin your journey: the highway is in the process of being repaired, and the road to Hana will be open only on weekends and Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and again from 3 p.m. to 6 a.m. at mile marker 14. So plan your day wisely, as this is one place you do not want to be stranded. The starting point is actually Paia. This pleasant little town has undergone a bit of a renaissance since the 1960s, when it was kind of a hippie haven. And it's your last chance for gas, and you may consider filling up with groceries and water as well. While you're here in Paia, look for the building with the yellow trim. It's Picnics, original home of the designer picnic basket and the perfect place to grab a bite to eat. For over 16 years, Picnics has been serving delicious and affordable food. Diane Reeser, owner of Picnics.
We see people from all over the world. It's an international crowd. We see people from Asia, we see people from Europe, we have our windsurfers and our local clientele. People come to Picnics because it's fun, it's casual, it's island style, it's not fancy, but it's really delicious and it's affordable.
The menu is full of fresh local ingredients. While you enjoy hot Hawaiian pancakes, a tasty omelet, or fresh baked pastries, they can make you up one of their designer picnic baskets for your trip to Hana or up country. And while Picnics is famous for their spinach nut burger, they offer healthy salads, fresh island fish, fish and chips, and plate lunches. Be sure and ask for Picnics' free guide to Hana. Picnics is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For takeout orders, call 579-8021. Just outside of Paia is Ho'okipa Beach Park. This is where some of the world's greatest windsurfing championships are held. It's great fun to watch for a few minutes, but don't get hung up here because your trip to Hana is going to take just about all day. At Hana Highway and Highway 40 is where your trip begins to get really interesting, as the writhing, narrow road takes on its true personality, and new sights, sounds, tastes, and smells are just around every corner. Civilization quickly becomes a thing of the past, and wild enchantment takes over. Soon, you'll enter one of Hawaii's true rainforests. All along the way, especially if it's raining, you'll find dozens of waterfalls like this one you can see from your car. And many places you can stop your car if you're careful. And there are great photo opportunities, so be sure and take plenty of film with you. This is one of the engineering marvels of the 20th century, and a lasting tribute to the turn-of-the-century Asian labor. More than 50 miles of these man-made waterways honeycomb this side of Haleakala, and they're used to carry water to the drier parts of the island. To build a system like this today would cost a whole lot of money. Half a mile past the 9-mile marker is a trail that's as rewarding as it is accessible. It's called the Waikamoi Ridge Trail. Go through a turnstile and take a stroll into the Maui rainforest. A couple of overlooks into the valley below will give you a pretty good idea of the Hawaii our ancestors knew. One of your best photo opportunities is coming up: the Kihei Peninsula. Legend has it, this was the first place on Maui blessed with fresh water. And to this day, the simple lifestyle of the taro farmers that reside here depend on that fresh water to irrigate their fields. The rocky coastline provides an awe-inspiring counterpoint to the peaceful, laid-back lifestyle going on just a few feet away. There are few places in all the islands that so beautifully speak to our ancient heritage and Polynesian charm as Kihei. Want a picnic with a view? Well, stop at the Wailua Overlook. And if you love cascading water, from here on to Hana, it falls in just about every conceivable way, from delightful terraced showers to bridal veils, forked falls, and long and skinny plunges. And of course, even just plain waterfalls. Just before you get to Hana is Wainapanapa State Park. Here you'll find a black sand beach and several water-filled caves that are really worth seeing. as well as ancient burial sites rich in Hawaiian legend. The drive to Hana should take about 3 hours, counting some time out to see the sights. When you get to Hana, you'll probably wonder if you're really there. Actually, it's a quaint little town, but there's not much to see unless you really appreciate tranquility. There's more Maui, Island of the Sun, right after these messages.
From the Grammys in New York City to the streets of Paris. This once-in-a-lifetime child prodigy has become the art world's most brilliant star. Hundreds of excited collectors pack this Madison Avenue gallery for a chance to see and hopefully purchase one of her precious works of art. They come from all corners of the globe. They stand in long lines and brave the freezing cold to share in the excitement. This pint-sized Picasso is so impressive, you won't believe what she's about to do next.
See the Beatles.
That's right. Alexandra Nikita is working on an original series with the Beatles.
Hi, my name's Alexandra Nikita, and when you're in Hawaii, you can stop by Dolphin Galleries and view my artwork. Hope to see you there.
Alexandra's artwork is available at the Dolphin Galleries in Whalers Village.
Head now for food shows and arts. We'll take it to Lahaina Cannery Mall, Hawaiian at heart.
Lahaina Cannery invites you to dine amongst diversity. Over 50 shops and a variety of cultural activities surround our convenient food court. The choices of food are just as exciting. Go for the Greek with an authentic gyro sandwich at Athens Greek Restaurant. Or sit and relax over a mouth-watering meal at our full-service Mexican restaurant, Compadres. Or stop by the Mango Cafe. Take in the beauty of a hula show. Watch the skills of Hawaiian craftsmen and top the experience off with Sir Wilfred's rich cappuccino, steamy espresso, or a delicious ice cream or sundae from McConnell's.
For food shows and arts, so come to Lahaina Cannery Mall, Hawaiian at heart.
Leaving Hana, we continue around the backside of Haleakala's Kipahulu district and head towards Oheo Gulch. There you'll find the famous pools of Oheo. Someone once misnamed the pools of Ohio the 7 sacred pools. But the fact is, they're not really sacred, and there are far more than 7 of them. There are actually 24. To get to the entrance of Ohio Gulch, cross the bridge over Palakia Stream and go about a quarter mile till you come to the parking lot. Then you can hike up. The pools along Ohio Stream are as picturesque as anything Hawaii has to offer. And many of them are great for swimming. You can hike down towards the ocean or up towards the mountains. The pools abound in either direction. There are plenty of places to swim here, but be careful while doing so. A short hike upstream will take you to the Makahiku Falls. And about a mile or so beyond that, there's another, even more spectacular display known as Waimoku Falls. Just below the parking lot is the most beautiful and popular place to camp on the entire island, because it sits right on the ocean. There are plenty of outdoor grills for cooking, but you'll need to bring your own water. Camping in the park is free and no permits are required. Oheo means something special. And in any language, we're sure you'll agree that it is. Just a few miles down the road in the middle of a jungle, you'll come to the turnoff to the Kipahulu Church. This is the final resting place of Charles A. Lindbergh, the famous aviator. He first came to Hana in the 1950s and fell in love with the place and the people. In 1970, he came back to die. And today, his gravesite remains on a high cliff overlooking the endless Pacific. Lindbergh once said, "I'd rather live one day on Maui than a month in New York." If you come here to pay your respects, please do so quietly. And please, leave everything just as you found it. Back on the road again, you may wonder which way to turn. The way you came, or if you're real adventuresome, you may want to continue in the direction you were going. Yeah, you can get back that way unless it's raining real hard or storming or the road is closed. Now, if you take your time, the views are especially worth seeing, especially along the narrow road winding through the ocean cliffsides. The car rental companies don't like their cars going this way, so if you get broken down halfway between here and there, you're probably on your own. However, if risk is in your blood, you'll definitely find the drive interesting and a lot less crowded. There's more Maui, Island of the Sun, right after these messages.
When you choose a helicopter tour company, it's not like choosing any other activity on your vacation. You only want the best, a company with a flawless safety record, new $1 million float-equipped A-Stars, Bose noise-canceling headsets, and broadcast quality video from a 4-camera digital system. Most importantly, you want pilots who are all high-time, military-trained, decorated veterans. In Hawaii, there's only one company like that. My company, Blue Hawaiian.
Hilo Hattie.
Hilo Hattie's is a great store. It's got a lot of unique items. It's like in a candy store. You don't know where to go first.
Hilo Hattie is the smart way to get all your Hawaii shopping done in one place.
Anything you want from Hawaii, they got it.
There are just so many things to pick from. You can't pick just one outfit.
30-plus times I've been here to Honolulu. This is the only place I'll shop.
Prices were very reasonable.
They're not expensive at all. I think we paid like half the price.
No matter what kind of Hawaii you want to bring home, you'll find it at Hilo Hattie.
We haven't even hit the jewelry department yet. Is that a shirt? Because these are kind of popular at school.
Hilo Hattie has a free shopping shuttle for most resort areas. If you're driving, Hilo Hattie has free parking in Lahaina. Check visitor publications for maps and phone numbers. Ask about coupons for free lunches, plus a free ride on the Ka'anapali sugarcane train.
So you get a free lunch.
We got all our shopping done in one place and save time for the beach.
Have you fun?
At Hilo Hattie.
Tropical flowers of all shapes, sizes, and colors can be found in Hawaii. Anthuriums, birds of paradise, ginger in incredible pinks and reds, heliconias, orchids, plumeria, and many, many more. Literally thousands of species of these beautiful gems of nature all make up the colors of Hawaii. You see them everywhere, outdoors as well as in. Hotels and resorts decorate lavishly with them to bring the tropical beauty of the islands indoors. With several hundred floral farms, Hawaii ships about $68 million of floral products each year. That's about 30 million flowers. With modern-day shipping, these flowers can arrive just about anywhere in the world within just a few days. One flower grower on Maui, Carver Wilson, operates a 20-acre farm high up in Kula. He not only grows his own flowers year-round, but he runs a wholesale operation buying flowers from dozens of surrounding farms.
We harvest flowers all year round, and each variety we can pick from different farms depending on their individual microclimate. Some of the farms are a few miles away from here, and they may bloom the same variety that we have earlier than we do. So that extends the availability of specific varieties.
One flower that thrives in this climate is the protea. Proteas are native to Africa And they're part of an ancient plant species that can be traced back 330 million years, with over 1,500 varieties. The reason they grow so well in Hawaii is because the base climate is so tropical. Yet the crater slopes provide a wide range of microclimates for growing alpine species as well.
Today the weather is about 80 degrees out here. We have a natural cloud cover coming in, which doesn't make the afternoon sun too hot. It's a perfect growing environment. We have kind of a natural greenhouse. We have cool nights and warm days, but it doesn't ever allow the sun to get too hot so the flowers don't get burned to a crisp. The most beautiful thing I think about proteas from Hawaii is the clarity of color. They're really beautiful. When you look at the flowers from other areas, the color is just not quite the same.
The king of all the protea is the king. Almost all arrangements start with this flower as the centerpiece. Alone, it's not all that pretty to look at, but dress it up in the manner of a king with an entourage of other exotic species, and you have a floral arrangement that's sure to capture the heart of someone you love. And the most exotic of all exotics, the orchid, can be found in a rainbow of varieties in Hawaii. Orchids stand supreme for their beauty and diversity. So while you're in Hawaii, don't forget to take time and enjoy all the beauty the colors of Hawaii have to offer. If you're interested in sending flowers from Hawaii anywhere in the world, stay tuned.